Hey everybody, it's been a little bit of a dry spell, so I'm going to do something crazy slash monumental slash stupid. I made a very large, and to give you an idea of how large, Lizardman City a while back, and I'm on my 5 days off, and I decided that I might as well, I can't even get it all in, I might as well paint it. So that's a look at it. Let's zoom in and check out some detail. It's got a couple of pieces that actually make this up. For one, it's got a Lizardman castle set that's functioning as a wall for a walled city, a Lizardman walled city, and it's got two different style openings. This is the more decorative one, and if you look underneath, it's got a I wanted to have kind of almost a facial look to it, and here's a guy for scale, and it's got room for troops underneath, skinks, and as we cruise along the wall, give you a feel for the architecture, we make our way down to the second opening. That hump right there is the reason that it's elevated. It's not because it's not flat, it's just the table itself is not flat. And that's the rest of the wall. And give you a shot back. And then we move into the city proper. The city proper, you'll notice that it has these flat sections here. I'm going to be putting in bamboo doors there for doorways in, and obviously the triangular cuts are small windows. And then there is the city section with all the different stone buildings, and of course we had to have spawning pools, and it's got, as you can see, it's got 4 defensive posts around it to keep little Skaven ninja out of their pouring poison in, which they're most fond of doing, and certainly my Skaven would be most fond of doing. I made a number of different style of buildings because I wanted it to have a unique feel. I didn't want it to feel too metropolitan where everything looks the same. My big monstrosity over here is I guess it'd be the equivalent of like a temple, and it features 3 main bases that it sits upon. Those 2 sections there are going to become doorways going into it. If you look down, it's supported by stone posts, 3 of them down the way, and it has a central walkway coming up. There, I've got my infamous leader right there, and it's going to have 2 blood pits for sacrifices, and it also leads to a central opening into the temple, and it's flanked by 2 tower sections. Then the tower sections are supported, or the deck section is supported by these support posts here that lead to this C-shaped upper deck with 2 more turret tops. I'm gonna zoom in. This little baby right here I call a snake tower, and if you notice, the stones actually circle around it leading up to the top. I'll try and get a close-up of that. But there's the base, that's where they start, and as you can see it just circles and circles up and then circles up, and he's circling up to the top section. Now there's another much taller tower right next to it. It's kind of hard to tell with all this pink around what's what. But this is a tower right here. It's got the very top small turret with a secondary larger turret followed by a main top tower turret that supports everything. And that will have a doorway leading in there to the front with the defensive deck over the top, and of course that leads up to the top of the tower. So that's a full shot of the tower. This is a keep that I designed. It's got the top has 2 towers flanking it with a deck. The deck leads to down to a lower, larger deck, which has a main building built into it, which is built on top of yet another layer that you can go into on the bottom. So that is a shot of the keep. So yeah, this entire set I made years ago. I want to say, I don't know, 3 to 5 years ago, roughly. Is it more than that? 7? Anyways, it's been a long time. And I know you guys have been going through a dry spell with me, and I need to get motivated. So, I decided to dig this bad boy out of the bins I put it in. And we're going to see what this thing looks like painted up. I'm going to be running with a black base, doing it up in stone gray, and then I'm going to trim everything out in blood red, since that has the whole kind of, you know, savage blood feel I want it to have. This, as you can see, I mean, you've got practically no room at all on this table. This is definitely an Apoc level sized table, and I will probably set this up and do I don't know, a D&D game on it, or some sort of a fantasy style game, since I don't know how to do Warhammer, and this obviously isn't the kind of place that you're going to be moving formations around on. It's going to be a massive skirmish style game. So let me know what you think, guys. If you're wondering, it took me about, I cut about 5,000 bricks, and I had to sand each and every one of them. If you look, all the corners have been sanded. Fuzzball. And so I wanted it to have a more rounded feel instead of a sharp-edged look. Someday... Yeah, me and my wife. I have redone some stuff in the sharp, more cut, precise stone look. I may actually do some more work in that style. But it took me over 40 hours between me and my wife to sand these 5,000 bricks that make up all of what you see here. So, monumental task, but I had to walk away from it by the time I had done all this work. I mean, it was just driving me insane, the amount of time and effort, design work, problem solving that I had to do. But I think I'm finally psychologically over all that work, and I'm ready to pick it up again and get busy. So once again, sorry I've been having a bit of a dry spell, and hopefully this will re-spike your interest and mine to keep doing what I should be doing. So, love you guys. Take care, and like I said, I'm on my 5 days off, so you'll be able to see this thing grow in a rather short period of time. Love you. Bye bye.